What's good, guys? So, not much going on Sunday night. Looking at the markets. Not sure really what to do at this point, as far as where I'm gonna place another order or move funds at this point. Just a Sunday night chill edition, I guess. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:40 p.m.
Yeah,
Enjoy your night.
you too. So, not much going on. So, let's see. I need a drink. So, I'm gonna mute the mic. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm still here, so I had to go run and mix up a little drink real quick. Oh, man. So I'm just digging and diving around on the markets a little bit. But I put a little post up here and DM me on Twitter if you want to come on and go live. So I'm just looking about the market, right? So let me see. How do I do this? Let's see. All right. So right now, Bitcoin is still hovering around 30,000. So Litecoin's at $70.59. Digibyte is at 0.0125. It was at 0.0130 just a little while ago. So take a look at the chart a little bit. Uh-oh. So 3-month chart, I have no idea what that's doing other than just going sideways, right? Little up and down movements. Wish I could have bought back here. I could have bought right there. I went to sleep instead. It was up for like 30 something hours at that point. But whatever. No use crying now. Too late. So, but here again, I've got money in the checking account, but I still can't sync up the, what is that, crypto.com wallet to my checking account. So, you know, to have that readily available, yeah, I could use a debit card kind of a thing to make a purchase, but you know, that's great and all, but what after the 30 days and then I get hit with a 3% fee on top of everything else? I don't know. I'm about to just transfer funds within Gemini, or to Gemini rather. The only thing, it takes 6 days for that to happen. So, you know, but yet again, today's the 22nd. And then come the beginning of next month, you know, it's a whole other month, a whole nother dollar cost average to throw into crypto. So now this will be like 3 months worth of a dollar cost average that has not gone into crypto yet. It's just sitting in US dollars. So let's see. Let me go back and take a look at Litecoin right quick. Where did Litecoin fall? Just not all that long ago, right? Where is that? $56. 56, and we're now at $70. So it's at like 40% return if you'd have bought that dip. So, which I mean, still $70 is still, you know, that's what, $700 for 10 Litecoin. That's not a bad deal. Again, in my opinion, right? So, not advice in any way, shape, or form. But look at the 3-month chart. Like they say, when in doubt, zoom out. So that's kind of what I'm doing, is zooming out. And I still see a downtrend, but you know, what's it going to do? I have no idea what this means as far as charting. I mean, I was expecting to go from this dip to come back up, and I was going to sell, take profit just in US dollars and buy back in, but I thought it was going to come back down and retest this low because of such a down trend. So I was expecting to double up on that purchase, but that didn't happen. Neither transaction happened for me. I didn't buy the dip, nor was I able to sell up here. So, yep. Crypto life, I guess. Put in a limit buy order and then go to sleep, only to wake up and see everything up, you know, much higher, which I was expecting it to bounce back up, but oh well, I missed it. So let's see. There's Bitcoin Cash, $196. And I remember I was I was talking about putting in a limit buy order on that back when it was like 280. I thought was a decent price. So, but here again, like the reported market cap for Bitcoin Cash right now is $3 or $3.74 billion, but true on-chain volume is 28.53 million. So, where was Litecoin? It is 4.97 billion reported, but only 59 and a quarter million on-chain volume. Where's Digibyte? 192 million reported. Not even is 0.94 million is true on-chain. So what y'all up to this evening? All right, so let me see something here. I don't know how this is going to work just yet. So like when I try to share different screens, like I want to I have two other websites pulled up. So let me get back into StreamYard and let's see. It goes to stop the screen. It won't like just allow me to switch. I have to exit the screen, then go back into share screen. That's just, why isn't there like a tab button? Select the tab to preview. Yeah, I could. It should just be simple to go back and forth between, but whatever, right? Wait, did that pull up? Yes, it did. All right. So, usdebtclock.org. Let me get back on the actual website so I can zoom in and zoom out. U.S. national debt right now is showing $30.5 trillion, right? Debt per citizen is 91,000. That's even for a child that was born a minute ago. And debt per taxpayer is right now at 242,000. You got $250,000 just to pay off your portion of the national debt. I mean, like, do you? You got $250,000. I mean, not even equity in your house. I mean, like cash, or crypto that you can just be able to say, you know what, I'm done with this. It's not sustainable. I mean, here goes we send $33 billion over to Ukraine. Now what, another 40 billion? You know what? What about everyone who either still hasn't found a job or like is having issues trying to, buy food even at this point, or to keep their business open, because for 2 years their business was shut down. They had no customers, whatnot, had to take out a loan from the government. So your business is in default even further. This is just crazy. This is why I opt out. So let's see, the revenue. U.S. federal tax revenue is at 4.25 trillion, roughly. Federal tax revenue. So that's what, every pack of cigarettes and 6-pack of Miller Lite? Or is that state tax? I thought it was more federal, but same thing. The gas pumps, right? I don't know if that's state or federal or both. U.S. gross domestic product. How is the GDP at 23 trillion when we produce nothing? You have no manufacturing. So federal tax revenue is at 4 trillion versus 30 trillion. Something about a cheeseburger on Tuesday. Old Popeye cartoon. I forget who that was. Used to walk by, something about loan me money today and I'll give you for a cheeseburger today and I'll pay you back on Tuesday. It's like, it's just like this now, isn't it? Official unemployment or official unemployed right now is at 5.9 million. Actual unemployed, 10.75 million, roughly. U.S. population at 332 million. Let's see something. Alexa, 30 trillion divided by 332 million.
30 trillion divided by 332 million is approximately 90,361.4458.
So is that where they're getting 90,000 debt per citizen? Let's see what's going on with y'all. No, nothing yet. All right. Where's the total unfunded liabilities? M2 market or money supply, right? Why don't they add these two together anymore? M1 and M2. Or rather, that's just M2. Where's M1? Don't even have to report this shit anymore. Credit derivatives, right? Million, billion, trillion. So in derivatives, right now we're looking at $612 trillion in derivatives. Weapons of mass financial destruction, right? The trade deficit is at $373 billion. And that's just with China. Total trade deficit. So the U.S. debt has sold, what, 7.8 trillion in bonds. Who's buying bonds? I would love to know who's buying bonds. So the trade deficit is showing 1.1 trillion. Like I said, what do we produce here? Household assets is at 158 trillion. So 158 trillion is still 11 trillion under all unfunded liabilities. How is that even possible? I know what I want to see. I want to see like metals and crypto compared to the US debt. Dollar to crypto ratio is at 16.06 to 1. These figures are just wild. Dollar to oil ratios at $59.63. Remember when that was like negative $47? Again, just a derivative. So dollar to silver ratio is $2,334 an ounce. Could you imagine that? Your silver worth over $2,000 an ounce? That's nuts. But here again, I know it's not like a true ratio. This is just a rough figure. So dollar to gold ratio, 17,200 per ounce. I would say that is true. I would think that gold would have to be somewhere around $1913, yeah, $28.93 per ounce is what it was back in 1913. And now it's at 17,196 per ounce, is what it should be. Some will argue higher, right? Because when you figure this U.S. unfunded liabilities, the total unfunded liabilities right now, just from this source of usdebtclock.org, is at 169.3 trillion. That's just nuts. 17,000 an ounce for gold, I say, would be pretty close. So some would argue as high as 60,000, right? But here again, we don't know how many ounces of silver or gold actually exist. Thing with silver is actually consumed, it is used. As well as with silver, with it being consumed, I don't know how much more would be in the Earth's crust. I do know that it's a byproduct of making other metals. But here again, when those other metals skyrocket in price, what will that do to the price of gold, right? This right here, I don't understand. Full-time workers, 132 million. Part-time workers, 26.128 million. Actual unemployed is at 10 and 3/4 million. I would argue that figure is much higher. There are unemployment numbers that come out, because now they change the definition again. They change it with every president. So they change their figures. So the taxpayers, the U.S. taxpayers are at 125 million. So not even half of the population is paying taxes. I bet you, where's Warren Buffett in that figure, right? But yet, I would argue that, to not be in other assets, whether crypto, gold, or silver, is more risky than to hold dollars, or is less risky than to hold dollars. It's just my opinion. I just don't see it. So now on this, the median income per U.S. taxpayer is at $35,000. So if you make $35,000 a year, now you're rich, right? So we're only going to tax the rich, right? The average new home is $403,000. That's crazy. $40 million living in poverty from 330 million U.S. citizens. I would think that number would be higher. You see all these different places. I mean, even where I'm at, we have like Tent City living underneath, I-10, down off of some of those off ramps off the interstate. People living in tents under the interstate. U.S. foreclosures at 93,000. And we're in May? Bankruptcies, 487,000. Bankruptcy is just a payment plan nowadays. Bankruptcy is not bankruptcy of what it used to be. Bankruptcy today is just a payment plan. So, and like your student debt is not even able to be written off through a bankruptcy. It is due to a permanent disability. I found that out. They wrote off like $30,000 of my student loan debt to Sally Mae. 56 million are retired. U.S. disabled, 9.1 million. Medicaid, 84 million. Medicare is at 63 million. U.S. millionaires, 22.2. Alexa, how many millionaires are in the United States?
For a 2020 survey, there are estimated to be 10.5 million millionaires in the United States.
So in 2 years, the amount of millionaires has doubled. I don't see that. You know, in statistics, there are lies, there are damn lies, and then there are statistics, right? Oh, here it is, right here. So the unfunded liabilities right now at $170 trillion. So the amount that you would owe every U.S. taxpayer, or rather every U.S. citizen, is over $500,000. You got $500,000 just to cut a check, just for, all the frivolous spending that's going on. We got issues at home, but yet we leave $81 billion or whatever that was in Afghanistan. It's like, why? What's the point of paying those taxes, right? That's just wild. So per citizen, even a child born a minute ago, the moment they're born, they owe $500,000. That's just crazy. Born a slave and don't even know it. So the income tax revenue is at $2.5 trillion. Let's see, let me get back over. How do I do this? All right. So here it shows U.S. national debt at $30 trillion. 30.5 trillion. Wasn't it something like, I don't know, $1 million a day spent, according to this, would take you back to the time of Christ at $1 million a day. These figures are just staggering. So let me get back here and see where y'all are at. So practicing live streaming to several different platforms. I'm just going over a few things like U.S. national debt. It's just staggering. But anyway, that's why we opt out, right, in the crypto as a solution to the problem. Not necessarily opting out. I do believe that now we have an actual viable solution to the problem. I mean, that's where the inception of Bitcoin came from. However, it blows my mind that many within even the crypto community only see one coin, that of Bitcoin, which, in my opinion, can't scale. Now they have morphed it into something which it was never intended to be as a store of value. It's meant to be a peer-to-peer internet currency. Where's Digibyte at? .0126. So now going back up, and just a little. So where was it? 0.0125. Where was this dip? Low was at 0.0117. That was earlier today. It dipped like that. So in the 7-day, it has gone in that uptrend. Just a little bit, right? .0112. So it's still a good percentage move. 7 days. Go to the 1 month. Like they say, when in doubt, zoom out. Three month. Let me see if any of y'all are trying to reach out to me to join. What's up, Jose? So a few other people are hosting spaces. So it looks like the Twitter spaces are over. Ethereum 2.0, right? They've only been spouting that since 2016, which is fine. I hope they are successful. I really do. I mean, it's just delay. But again, it's hard for any project in crypto to come out and to give any sort of a date on any crypto project. So, like with the update, the 8.22 for the update coming for Digibyte is over 98% complete. All these other problems and issues are solved and fixed. So what y'all up to tonight? I'm just kicked back, chilling, waiting on my blood sugar to come down. My blood sugar went down to like 50, and all I had was like some sushi left over from yesterday. I took that, yeah, and then my blood sugar went to 300. So I'm still waiting on my insulin to kick in. I took a corrective shot. I guess I ate too much. But whatever, it's all I ate all day today. But then again, I was up last night till like 4:30 in the morning, and then I woke up today at like 6:30 in the evening. So I guess I was tired. Can't post some comments. Oh, can't post comments to some destinations. Okay. Oh well. Try to post a comment. See where this goes, right? Let's see. I know shortly in the future I'm going to try to do a few of these recorded sessions, not to just go live, but like for a few other things. Like, see, this is crazy. I have to end screen share, then get back into screen share to then select another Brave browser tab. Where is it? There it is. Share. Okay. All right. Digibyte. This is digibyte.org's website. So there's all kinds of stuff up here. Everything you want to find is up here. More secure, faster, forward thinking. Digibyte is more than a faster digital currency. It is an innovative blockchain that can be used for digital assets, smart contracts. Still waiting on a few things there. A lot more I want to do with smart contracts on Digibyte. Decentralized applications and secure authentication. What's this? Oh, that's is that the Digibyte Digi Assets? Okay. Yeah, if you want to hold Digi Assets, like whenever you purchase off of Digi Asset X, get the mobile version, the Koinami wallet. The Digibyte wallet that is in the App Store and on iOS Store, I do believe that that's going to be pulled. It cannot do it's not a V3 wallet in order to hold those assets. What makes Digibyte stronger than others? Digibyte is a rapidly growing open source blockchain created in late 2013 and released in early 2014. After 8 years of forward-thinking development, Digibyte has become one of the safest, fastest, longest, and most decentralized UTXO blockchains in existence. Correct. As far as the longest, yes. The blocks are every 15 seconds. So Digibyte has more blocks than any other blockchain. UTXO stands for unspent transaction output. So it's like a question I had for another person in crypto regarding their patent. If that would include others that were formed before their patent. And like he said, there weren't many that were around before then. And even the person on this show thought that it was only Bitcoin at that time. And no, actually, Litecoin was formed in 2011 and Digibyte was formed in 2014. But I don't know. I try to dive into this patent thing, right? And I just don't get it. trying to claim that every fork, whether a soft or a hard fork, since its inception is fair game. I just don't get that. Truly decentralized. Digibyte has never been funded through an ICO, true, or a significant amount of pre-mined coins, correct. The pre-mined of Digibyte was like 0.5%, which was all distributed and given out. So that was right. The pre-mined is not even an issue. The pre-mined, like I said, was 0.5%. That was, that's nothing. The pre-mined was not used for marketing or anything of that sort. So it's a non-issue, the pre-mined. So it's not like these others that create just a ton of pre-mined. That's Digibyte is the most decentralized, in my opinion. There is no CEO or a company controlling the Digibyte blockchain, correct. It is a volunteer-based and global community-driven project, correct. Everyone in Digibyte is a volunteer. So even the developers get paid based upon donations and a few other things like different amounts that are done, like for that of Change Angel and other projects. Some projects on DigiAssetX provide a, they give money to the further develop for these different developers. So for years, it was just people in their free time just developing, helping on Digibyte. But yeah, everyone in the community is a volunteer. So you can go do a booth, you can go do whatever you want. Be a volunteer for Digibyte. All right, more secure. Digibyte uses 5 cryptographic algorithms and real-time difficulty adjustment, correct. The adjustment in Digibyte is much faster to eliminate. Well, here it is. Let me finish. To prevent malicious mining, centralization, and hash power fluctuation, one of which is Autocrypt, that changes itself every 10 days for ASIC resistance. Correct. Because back in the day, you would have these different mining pools together, and from your rig, you could just go to a website. I forget what it is now, but you could go to this website and everyone would calculate out how much hash power that they could all just bum rush each cryptocurrency, and then one day it would be this, and then another day it would be something else, and so they could acquire more and higher earnings in such a way to then just dump back onto the market. But by doing this real-time difficulty adjustment, it eliminates that. So in over 5 mining algorithms, of which there's not another blockchain out there that does that. So to eliminate a 51% attack, because like, let's say Ethereum Classic, right? How many times has that one been 51% attacked? There's only one algorithm. That's why. So, so with Digibyte, you not only have to do a 51% attack on one algorithm. Some would argue it is 3. It is not. It is all 5. It must be done simultaneously. To do that, I don't know what the equation is as far as the percentage, but I mean, it's, I would say impossible. I know that, yes, mathematically or statistically, yes, it is possible, but I don't even know what the figure is. It's ludicrous. It's stupid. So let's see. Much faster. Digibyte blockchain occurs every 15 seconds, correct, which is 40 times faster than Bitcoin and 10x faster than Litecoin, correct. Early SegWit implementation and blockchain rigidity enable up to 1,066 on-chain transactions per second with negligible fees, correct. And the thing is, currently, yes, at 1,066 transactions per second on chain, that's correct. But a lot of people don't realize that there's like in Litecoin and Bitcoin, you have a halving every 4 years, where the amount mined or the amount of reward is cut in half. For solving the algorithm equation. So yeah, the thing with Digibyte is there's basically a halving every month on Digibyte. So it's instead of it being a 50% reduction every 4 years, it's a 1% reduction every month. So yeah, there's a halving basically in Digibyte every month. However, as far as the transactions per second, Digibyte can scale. And this is why I say it's a scalable solution for the future. A proof of work scalable solution is that the blocks every other year double in size. And that's how you get to Digibyte having over 280,000 transactions per second in the year 2035. And I want to say that SegWit was listed on Digibyte before it was listed on Bitcoin, or before it was listed on or implemented on Litecoin, and then it was listed or implemented on Bitcoin. So early SegWit, yes, it was early SegWit, but I want to say that Digibyte was first to implement SegWit, not Litecoin. I want to say that. I would say 90% certain of that. What is Digibyte? Wait, is this done by Josiah? Was this an old Josiah video? Wait, let's see.
What is Digibyte? Digibyte is a blockchain project, like Bitcoin, only faster, more secure, and forward-thinking. Digibyte allows you to send and receive funds instantly, across borders, and without a middleman such as a bank or a clearinghouse. There is no sign-up, no personal details required, no minimum funds, no chargebacks, no limits, no accounts to open, no forms to fill out, no way to freeze funds, and no discrimination. Unlike dollars, bolivar, euro, or pounds, Digibyte is also finite in its supply. There will only ever be 21 billion in circulation by the year 2035, with no more able to be created after that. Digibyte is the perfect way to separate finance from state. Digibyte is also backed by the best cryptography and mathematics in the world, using the same public and private key encryption that is used to secure nuclear launch codes. It's also open source, meaning anybody can review and contribute to the project. Digibyte is decentralized, meaning there is no central or single point of failure that can be controlled, attacked, or taken down. Digibyte is permissionless, so you don't have to ask anyone permission to use, send, or receive Digibyte transactions. Digibyte can also be used to store data, notarize documents, log into websites, secure medical records, and so much more. It's easy to get set up with and start accepting Digibyte today. There's no bank that takes a cut whenever you receive transactions, and all transactions are final and permanent, unable to ever be undone or rolled back. To find out more about Digibyte and start accepting it today, visit www.digibyte.io for more information.
Updated, that's digibyte.org now, not digibyte.io. Oh wait, I gotta exit out of that. My bad. Let's see. Let me get back in the StreamYard, see where y'all are at. Yeah, I don't blame y'all. That was a Josiah video he posted on the website. Oh, and as far as the 5 algorithms, right? So there are 5. So you have SHA-256, you have scrypt, you have AutoCrypt, you have Skyne, and you have Qubit. So, as well as by consensus, other things in the future can change there to change mining algorithms in the future. So, let's see. This is how the Digibyte blockchain works. The 3 layers are the most innovative parts of the Digibyte blockchain, providing the network infrastructure, security, and communications to function with cutting-edge speed. DigiAssets, DigiAsset Public Ledger. Went too far. Core Protocol Global Network. Yeah. Open source permissionless. Right. You don't have to ask permission to use Digibyte. Anyone can use Digibyte. Keynote. No one can partner with Digibyte, but Digibyte can be used in whatever business or whatever they want to use. The technology for it is open source and download it straight from the internet. All right, Digibyte blockchain stats. Surpassed 8 years, yep. Blocks produced is at 15,100,577 blocks. Nodes downloaded, so over 350,000 nodes. Right now it's 350,838 nodes. I could argue that figure though, to be honest. I can argue that a node was downloaded, right, does not mean that it is a node that is running. So yes, that may be the amount of nodes that were downloaded, but that's not the amount of nodes that are running as far as around the globe. So you could have downloaded a node on one computer, that computer crashed, you bought another computer, downloaded another node, run that node, that computer crashed. Now you have another computer that you built and then running a node on it. So that's now 3. So I would say that figure divided by 3, right, is what I would figure. So I would argue that 350,000 nodes would, I would argue that would be closer to 100,000 nodes globally running, not 350. That's nodes downloaded, not nodes running. My opinion. I don't know that to be certain, just my opinion. Whew. Let's see. So right now I'm still just trying to test out a few things, going back and forth and waiting on our glucose to come down. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 10:39 p.m.
Lovely. And coming down a little bit. So, but arrow's pointing down. So I am coming down finally. Starting to, rather. So I'm not normalized yet. Wow, been streaming for an hour. What is that? Got something on my shirt. Lovely. Never fails, right? Let's see. The history of Digibyte. Discover the. I wish I could like dim this screen or like reverse the. Is there like a after dark version available? I don't want to mess this up. I'll do it later. But yeah, go to digibyte.org. Everything that you want to find is at this website. So even so yeah, the Genesis block was officially done January 10th, 2014. Digital currency you would absolutely love. Yeah, once you get back to I would say back to basics of crypto, right? Like, you know, what is decentralization? Most people have thrown that out of the window nowadays. You know, I think we're going to have a hard push back towards decentralization now that all of these other centralized coins and coins just run off of Ethereum and whatnot are I don't get it. I mean, a lot of people are finding that out now, or I mean, in the hard way. Like in the case of Solana. How many times did they stop that blockchain, right? That's not decentralized. If you can stop it, it's not decentralized. Digibyte, with no more, even with no more development, Digibyte and Litecoin would still continue to exist. So just like Bitcoin, they would continue to run. Digibyte is a highly scalable peer-to-peer digital currency that enables industry-leading transaction speeds with negligible fees. Digibyte is the best means of making digital payments. Correct. The thing is, Digibyte is more than a currency, but it does currency extremely well. It's just, it does so much that it's not like focused on just currency. But yes, it does currency extremely well as also, which is another reason like Litecoin. You know, Digibyte is a fork of Litecoin. So Litecoin does currency extremely well. But what happens the day that those blocks fill up? Here's your solution, right? So a lot of people, this just flies under the radar. And I don't know why, because, you know, when you enter cryptocurrency, a lot of people know the name Bitcoin. So by doing your research of Bitcoin, you should then learn that Bitcoin has been forked many times. You know, from Bitcoin to Litecoin, Digibyte, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Dash. Verge, many stem or have been a fork of. It does not mean that more Bitcoin has been created. That is completely false. Now these people are claiming to be experts in the field, right, of crypto. It's like what like they forgot what they said, just and never walked it back. Never said they were incorrect or sorry or whatever. But whatever, we have that thing called the Wayback Machine, Easy to use. Getting started to use Digibyte is even easier than sending an SMS. You can send and receive Digibyte using the devices you already know and love. All you need is installing a Digibyte supported wallet, then click scan the QR code, and send. Digibyte is as easy as 1, 2, 3. I agree. And scanning of the QR code wasn't a thing until 2016-ish? I mean, because back then, like I got into crypto in 2014, and back then it was a natural fit for me being blind because I could do just Control-C to copy and then Control-V to paste while opening Notepad. And then I could just, instead of having to sit there and finger peck, is it capital? Is that a 1 or a L? That kind of a thing. Because you could once you send Bitcoin or any crypto to another wallet and you got that incorrect, that was gone, lost forever. So that for me, crypto was natural because after going to the camp for the blind, just Control-C to copy and Control-V to paste while in Notepad. So I never had that issue like many people did, because back then I used paper wallets, and I still have a ton of wallets that I printed off from years ago that have never been used. But back then we used to have to use this site, what was it, like blockchain.info or something like that, where you could then import your paper wallet into. So we've come a long way since then, from being able to now to just being able to scan a QR code, which you look at a lot in Asia going on, and that's how they do a lot of crypto, is just by QR code. So for me, QR code is so much easier than this whole strong out long thing that people try to post in their their description of their videos and on Twitter and that kind of stuff. Just a QR code posted would do people like me such a great service, and those trying to receive tips and whatnot for the whatever that they do, or payment. Even a QR code is so much easier. And I want to say that QR means quick response. But yeah, you see QR codes all over the place, and it's like, that is cryptocurrency. That's crypto. That's cryptography, is what that is. So it's like, oh, I don't like crypto, but buy my book and buy my course. I'm sorry, but on that book, isn't there a QR code? But you don't like crypto. That's cryptography that you're using on your book, stating that you don't like cryptography. Just saying. Not an ICO, correct. Digibyte never did an ICO. Digibyte has never been funded through an ICO or a significant amount of pre-mined coins. 0% remaining. Yeah, right. I want to say it was 0.5% of Digibyte was the actual pre-mine, but yeah, that was all dispersed early on. There is no CEO or company controlling the Digibyte blockchain. The founder and developers and the community are unpaid volunteers that eliminate the bankrupt risk. Correct. Everyone in Digibyte is a volunteer. I don't need to be paid by Digibyte. I just do this because I see it working. It's the only one out there that I see that can scale as a proof of work to meet demand. All right, so Digibyte, much faster. Digibyte transactions are conformed in approximately 15 seconds, which is 40 times faster than Bitcoin and 10 times faster than Litecoin. SegWit enables up to 1,066 on-chain transactions per second, and negligible fees make Digibyte the ideal currency for daily payments. I would say end transactions, but yeah, or transactions. But yeah, that 1,066 on-chain transactions per second does grow to over 280,000 transactions per second by the blocks doubling every 2 years. Mineable, manageable units. Let's see where y'all are at. I'm just going back and forth to check in. See where y'all are. I'll go ahead and take that down. No one posted a comment, so whatever, yo. I'm just having fun. So post a comment, I will respond. And let's see. How long has this been going for? An hour and 12 minutes. Wow, dude. Yeah, here it is right here. I said it earlier. The 5 mining algorithms. SHA-256, Scrypt. I don't know why people say script. Back in the day, it was S space capital C. So it was Scrypt. So I always called it Scrypt, not script. You have Skyne, Qubit, and Autocrypt. I mentioned all 5 of those earlier. See, and I was looking at the ASIC. I was considering buying an ASIC miner, but a quiet one. I don't want like a S9 or anything like that. That's just gonna mine in the background and you can't even hear yourself think. They're so loud. And GPU mining, yeah, it just. All the rig that you would have to build. Ooh, excuse me. I think it's much easier just to run an ASIC. That's just my opinion. The GPU miner, with all the risers and all the whole rig that you would have to build, the amount of heat that generates. So. Quick picks from the Digibyte ecosystem. All right, Bittrex, yes. You can go to Bittrex. Even in the US, you can use Bittrex as a place to acquire. Crypto.com, another good place. Even though I can't link I've had issues trying to link my checking account too. So I've got my debit card enabled, but exchange disclaimer. The exchanges introduced here on CoinMarketCap are for informational purposes only, and they are not affected by the Digibyte community. Correct. Any exchange can list Digibyte without permission. Most always or please always do your own research before using them. Then store your Digibyte in a personal wallet. Yeah, get a cold wallet. I don't keep anything on a hot wallet unless I'm going to a crypto meetup or some sort of an event where different transactions might take place. I may only keep like $1,000 or $2,000 on me whenever I travel. For that reason, I don't travel around with my cold storage with my all of my net worth of crypto on it. Not only that, I don't have those the seed phrase even in my house. The seed phrase is not even in my house, and you have to reconstruct the seed phrase. So I mean, it would take about 3 days, I would say, to reconstruct everything to be able to have access to those funds to use. Most of the time, I just go through Gemini, and then from Gemini into KuCoin, make a purchase, and then I withdraw and then send it off to my Digibyte wallet, or whatever wallet, right? But then if I ever needed those funds, I would have to then go back, recreate the whole seed phrase and all, which, like I said, takes about 3 days to sit there and figure everything out. See, now the Digi Assets, when that first launched years ago, like 2018, early 2019, I want to say 2018, when they said Digi Assets, I was thinking, and may still be the case in the future, as a way for to tokenize financial assets on a blockchain. I can't wait for that day, because same thing, Digibyte, in my opinion, is the one that can scale. That, again, no one's paying attention to. And thank you for that. Been able to acquire 1 or 2. But yeah, like the 5 mining algorithms, there is no other blockchain that offers that. And then the amount of security with the DigiID, DigiPasswords, all of this. There's no other that offers any of that. And same thing like with Dandelion. So with Dandelion, it's a technology on Digibyte where it masks the IP address on a transaction. Whereas with other blockchains, when you place a transaction on that blockchain, in that transaction hash, I can then get your IP address from that transaction. Now, from that IP address, I can get your exact GPS coordinates. That's the beauty of Dandelion. It eliminates that. So you're no longer a target. Just saying. So, big deal. And a big deal that's overlooked. A lot of people don't even know that. Right. So yeah, this is digibyte.org's website. So anyone can go here. There are all kinds of downloads. Everything that you want to learn about Digibyte is here. What's up, man? What's up, Marker? Can I talk about the 21 billion supply cap? Sure. Yeah, there will only be 21 billion ever created in Digibyte. So like in Litecoin, there will only be 84 million. Like in Digibyte, or like in Bitcoin, there will only be 21 million. That's a good question. What happens to the blockchain after the last coin is mined? There are a lot of things on the table. Actually, with that. So Digibyte has the ability to do other things. Other things have been discussed to extend it from like 2035 to 2070. Other things have been discussed where it remains at like a 1% left over for the future of paying the miners. Not only that, the payment to the miners. So after the last coin is mined, it depends on what happens in the future with that. You could then theoretically change the algorithm to proof of stake, something similar to that of like Algorand, but in doing so, you would have to withhold, say, that last 1%. There are a few things on the table there. So as far as the 21 billion supply cap, what happens when the last coin is mined? It will then go to transaction fees. So the transaction fees and also the value of Digibyte should provide the amount of payment to the miner. So within that transaction cost. So when the last coin is mined, it'll still be able to function. So it will then go to the miners. But I'm saying, as far as like before the last coin is mined, right now there are a few things still on the table there. Like I said, there are many things that can be done that can change in the future. It has that ability to adapt. So, great question. So that's still a topic of discussion. Let's see, where are we at? I gotta go back up here. See, this is crazy. Like within this software, I can't like Alt Tab. No, I probably could, but it would want to pull. Let's see. Let's Alt Tab. Yeah, it just goes back and forth to what I have open. So I can't like Alt Tab. Like from this software, I can then Alt Tab to like NordVPN. Then I can Alt Tab to one other node that I have running in the background. Then I can Alt Tab to another node I have running. Then I can Alt Tab to the magnifier that I use in order the assistive technology for me to be able to see this. Where did I put that? I don't know where. I must have brought it into the kitchen. Son of a gun. No, it's not out here. Wait. Yep, never mind. I got it. So with my blood sugar running low, then high, now my blood sugar is dropping. I feel it, but now begins like the acid in the throat. Yeah, so I'm still coming down to 52. So Uh-oh, what'd I do? Oh, well. I'm gonna mute the mic just for a sec. I'll be right back, though. Run into the restroom. All right, back in the saddle. Let's see, what y'all up to? All right. So here, like on the digibyte.org website, they have all kinds of different downloads that you can do. So the current Digibyte Core is version 7.17.3. The version 8.22 is soon to be released. It's over 98% complete. So a lot of things are going to be in that update. A lot of fixes in that update, which even allow the, I guess you could call it a test net for what is to be any future updates of the Digibyte Core. So any future updates can then be run to find out if there are any bugs in it before it is published. So basically a test net that's going to be within it, which is very cool because many of the previous updates enabled other bugs, which were just something as simple as, the command prompt line of C being outside of the colon. And it's like, how do you do that? And you launched it, and so those different things are going to be solved for the future. So don't know who, what, when, where, or why, but that was all of that previous code had to be gone back through to fix what someone had changed, and it was changed. So, but anyway, apps developed by the community, Digibyte Core. Digibyte mobile wallet. Look, for the mobile wallet, use Coinami for the time being. There's other stuff that cannot be implemented on the current Digibyte mobile wallet. So get the Coinami wallet from the App Store or Google Play. So Coinami wallet. So the Digibyte mobile wallet is a few issues with it that cannot be fixed. Integrate the Digibyte blockchain to your exchange, wallet, or service easily. Right, the integration guide. So to speak a little bit about this, right? Anyone who accepts Bitcoin or Litecoin can immediately accept Digibyte. So it's only about 5 minutes of code to integrate Digibyte. So even same thing for the exchanges. Unlike, who was it? Binance wanted like $300,000 just to list it as like a liquidity pool. And it's like, well, do you list Bitcoin? Do you have Bitcoin as on your exchange? Well, there was never an issue with listing it, and the same goes with any other exchange out there. You can easily list Digibyte. You don't need anyone from Digibyte to give that authorization. The integration guide is right there at digibyte.org. In about 5 minutes of code, everyone who accepts other crypto like Bitcoin and Litecoin can immediately accept Digibyte. Simple. There's your liquidity. Like I said, when the blocks fill up for Litecoin, then what? Here's a scalable solution. Like I said, that no one else is paying attention to. And I thank them for that. I've been able to acquire one or two. So apps developed by a third-party service. Who is this? Yeah, Coinami wallet. Here you go, right here on the website. You can download the Coinami wallet right there. What is this? OwnBit. I've never used OwnBit. I don't know of them. Hardware wallets. Ledger Nano, Ledger Nano S, Ledger Nano X. Excellent wallets. BitFi, a few issues with BitFi that I have. I mean, maybe just personal. Still an excellent wallet, but the thing is, the addresses don't automatically change whenever you go to do transactions and deposits. Whereas, like with Ledger, they do. So, just another added layer of security that I prefer the Ledger Nano S. I don't use the X. I've never used an X. I only use Ledger Nano S. But I have two BitFis. But my thing is, okay, like the screens on them, I cannot enlarge the screen like that of a cell phone. You can't just like put two fingers on it and expand it, right? So I have a few issues with the BitFi wallet. I would love to find out more about, what was the other one? EliPal. I would love to find out more about EliPal. I do not own one, and I need to buy one just to test it and find out. What is this? Debit cards, Bitpanda. Again, I have no idea who this is. Crypto.com, yeah, I even got the debit card from Crypto.com, but I'm not big on spending my crypto right now. I mean, I'm just not. I'm still in the acquisition phase. You know, I'm still acquiring more. Point of sale apps. Yeah, coin payments. You can get coin payments for like your online business or whatever. They are direct plugins for online payments. So if you run a business, even for in-person, you can use this app for coin payments for people to pay in crypto and accept Digibyte. DigiCafe. I've had friends use this. I've never tried. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, it's on the digibyte.org website, so I'm sure they put it through rigorous testing. DigiID apps. DigiID authentication, AntimID extensions, support for DigiPassword functions, and DigiID authentication app, AntimID extensions, support for DigiPassword function, right? Wallet disclaimer: all the third-party wallets introduced here are hosted by their own servers or application stores. We have no responsibility for possible issues you may have about any third-party wallet. In such case, you should contact the related wallet supported services. Right. So again, I would love to have, you know, I see like a back to basics moment one day where there may be an issue with some of these other wallets one day where, you know, paper wallets might become a thing again. I don't know. Just a thought. Now, down here at the bottom, if you just on the main website of digibyte.org, you can come down here. Everything you want to know is down here. So all the different links from the Digibyte Foundation, the awareness team, the wiki page. Also, I believe, Laura Taylor, if you're good in JavaScript, I believe that, I can't remember if it was Java or C++, but reach out to Laura Taylor. There's some stuff that needs to happen on the wiki page. So reach out to Laura Taylor. Digi Explorer, Digi Stats, Digibyte mining. So like if you wanted to mine Digibyte, there's your link right there. click on that, and that'll pull you up to all kinds of other things about mining Digibyte, as far as all the different, everything you're going to want to know from mining Digibyte is right there. So you can click on that and go into every single aspect of it. And Blockchain 2035, that was Jared Tate's book that he wrote. I have not read it. I actually would like to purchase an autographed copy from Jared Tate. So I know that was a thing a few years ago. I would like to purchase that from somewhere. Different resources, Digibyte integration guide, bam, right there. So you can, if you want to integrate Digibyte, say if you, for anything, if you have a wallet or whatever, not a wallet, an exchange, and you would like Digibyte added to it, you can link this in your post to, or that email to that exchange in order to get Digibyte listed there. So that was that. Like I said, anyone who accepts Bitcoin or Litecoin, it's about 5 minutes worth of coding, can immediately accept Digibyte. Digibyte logos and icons, anyone can download any of this stuff from the website. So if you run a YouTube channel, just saying, like that's where I got a lot of the different logos and icons. You can get Digibyte logos and icons right there, right off of the website. The GitHub is the protocol, and the core is listed here as well. And you can also donate to the digibyte.org, and from the donate button you can also pick and choose where those funds to go to. So whether to the awareness team, I'm not certain if the Alliance yet. I'll have to speak to Laura Taylor on that to see if the Alliance is set up yet for donations. The Alliance is setting up for a 501c3. I don't know if it's been approved. I think it has been approved, but I don't think that they have released it just yet. So, let me get back over here, see where y'all are. What's up, Gladden? What you up to, man? Just a late night chill edition here. Yeah, and if y'all don't know Gladden, go over to his channel, Gladden TV. He's got a YouTube channel as well. So go subscribe over there. And speaking of which, check this out. So I've been doing some other work in the background, like all of the different things to try to get. Let me go back here for just a sec. Let me bring this all the way back up to the top of this website. Oh, come on. All right, get that all the way back up to the top for everybody to be able to see. But this is just the digibyte.org website that I just went through quite a bit on. But now, as far as like all the other stuff that I've been working on, is like different intros and outros for different other posts and whatnot, for like interviews and such. But I did this earlier and posted it out there a little bit. Where is it? All right. So this is like all the different links, all the different accounts that I had set up and synced in order to broadcast across. Because I go out there and I go looking, and I don't see much of Digibyte all over the place, right? Like I see with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and other stuff. So I've been kind of like putting some of this stuff together, just as a resource. So let me take myself off the screen, and I'll show this now. This is all the resources that I put together, and I put this little clip together here. Yeah, so I just threw that together as like all the different links and whatnot where I'm broadcasting across. I've got more coming here shortly in the future. And this is the intro, which y'all probably have already seen, but I'll go ahead and play it now. Yeah, so I've just been playing around with different other software that I have that I can use, trying to put different things together for just to be able to use, you know. Let's see. Let me get back over here. Share screen. Brave tab. And then go back to the dead clock. I find this just absolutely absurd. Some of the different figures there. I would say mainly, mainly this figure here, the unfunded liabilities at 169 trillion. Let me see what that looks like on StreamYard, just to see. Yeah, let me bring that down just a hair. And let's see where this is at. Excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna mute the mic. All right, so I just checked on Twitter, and somebody's having some issues with KuCoin. It seems that they're saying to never use KuCoin, but something about their coins, they haven't been able to. They made a purchase, and those coins weren't created into their wallet. For 10 days, price fell, and they can't sell any of their coins or transact with until they're done with maintenance. I never got a maintenance issue. I got it where KuCoin was having issues within them. But you just create a support ticket for KuCoin. And once that support ticket was created and reviewed, which took I would say it took me about 3 hours, and then those coins were set up in my account. So to let something like that go for 10 days, I would never do that. At best, I would give it maybe a day. But really, if those coins don't show up in your wallet, you should immediately create a support ticket. on KuCoin, on any exchange. But KuCoin, I've had issues with a few other coins that they offer with trying to withdraw from the exchange, like that of Persistence, XPRT, in order to stake those Persistence out of a wallet on the Persistence blockchain, the XPRT. So, yeah, just create a support ticket on KuCoin if that ever happens. Let's see something. So if I'm in this screen and I stop screen, it will then automatically pull me up on full screen. Okay, cool. Excuse me. So let's see, share screen. Let's go back to the markets because I've been looking at, wait, which one? Okay, yeah, that one. Which one is this? DigiByte now back up to 0.0129. Things that make you go, Let me get back over here just for a moment, see what you see. All right. So you're looking at the same screen I'm looking at. Go back to the 24 hours and look. Decent amount of volume on that candle. So in the course of 1 hour, yeah, somebody made a full sale of $50,000, close to like 44,000, to drive the price straight down. Right now, 40,000 would be what? 1, 2, 3.5 million DigiByte. Yeah, 3.5 million DigiByte someone just sold to cause that red candle. That's wild. And somebody came in and bought it all right back up. Not all, $13,000 of it. Yep, back up to 0.0129. I don't know. Well, this stream's been going exactly for 2 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And let me get back over here. Go ahead and share this. These are all the different links and whatnot, where I'm going to be posting all kinds of different content in the future and everything. So let's see, 3, 2, 1. And then back to the other intro, right? 3, 2, 1. All right, so I guess that wraps it up. Y'all be cool. Later.